Estate, sole.
Summer, sun, heat, sea. Who wouldn't want to drive a motorboat? If you love beautiful and refined things, you will definitely love this motorboat. It is 7.35 metres long, but is as elegant as a large yacht. It's called the Nerea 24 and is the first model of a new Italian shipyard whose name is Nerea Yacht. Right, a new shipyard, but beware, founded and guided by Dario Messina, who has gained 20 years of experience working with the best Italian shipyards. But it is not only a matter of awareness. Those who undertake the production of small refined vessels do not aim to easy gains, but are driven by true passion. Look at how they have refined the hull and the deck. Mind you, the two elements are firmly joined together, but aesthetically they appear separated. The sides are made to be admired. The windows and the invisible rubbing strakes are maliciously sensual. The plan view reveals us that the maximum beam is in correspondence of the access to the below deck, in order to create a wide door without giving up the dimensions of the wheelhouse and the comfortable space for the driver and those sitting next to him. I realise that I'm describing it the way I can just picture it, a perfect vessel for a couple. But in reality, they are already working on the limo version, without a cabin and with many more seats, because the yard believes it can be a magnificent tender, and for this reason declared to be willing to make any customisation. Usually such luxurious motorboats are produced in series, but Nerea Yacht seems to want to dedicate itself to every single owner, as if each specimen were a tailored suit. Nerea Yacht is based in Italy, in Fano, where the shipbuilding industry has among the most skilled workers in the world. The pivoting armchairs are lined with the cockpit furniture, which in this deluxe version has 2 fridges. There is also the Gran Turismo version, less rich in accessories and more sporty. At the stern you can seat 4 people, well protected by these rather high backrests. In the middle of the seats there is a table that also becomes a sun deck, in addition to the mattress above the engine compartment. The bonnet lifts electrically and makes us notice a 300 horsepower Volvo Penta D4. In addition to the cockpit, the deck is also covered in teak and is gently descending because it wants to show off its class. Imagine it in the evening, with all these little lights on, with underwater lights and with those that draw the profile of the rubbing strakes. It is a compact size yacht, but its aesthetic refinement is not reduced. The stern is made even more captivating by the overhang of the various elements which it is composed of. The designers Alessio Battistini and David Bernardini from Italia did a great job. I am satisfied by what I saw on deck, and I hope that the driving of the motorboat is not disappointing. But let us first have a look below deck. The door is double, so that the descent does not have any complications. The lights, the window and the elements seem to be suspended from the ceiling panel and make the room more airy than its measures could ever make. The materials here too are of outstanding quality. In the top there is a large TV screen. The sofas hide the toilet and become a bunk for 2. On the bulkhead position aft, there is the dashboard for the management of all the onboard systems.
Abbiamo il D4 di Volvo Penta, la versione da 3.
We have the Volvo Penta D4, the 300 horsepower version with the duo-prop double helix drive system. It is a speedboat, and I hope that it will give us sensations of pure speed and aggressiveness.
Plana immediatamente. Mi verrebbe voglia di vedere quanto tempo ci...
It planes right away, and you just want to see how long it takes to reach a certain speed. Are you ready? Hold tight. Go!
...20 nodi in
20 knots in 5 seconds. Brilliant.
Si è alzato il vento e sta alzando anche un...
The wind has picked up and the waves are getting bigger. It is fantastic to drive in such conditions, yes?
Sì, perché le onde alle volte...
Because the waves sometimes help the hull to support it a little, to make it even smoother, faster, especially if they are of this shape and height.
Velocità di crociera 20...
The cruising speed is 25 knots, the engine is at 2,580 RPM, and we are using only 1.2 litres per navigation mile.
Hanno montato anche gli...
Also, the intruders have been fitted on this model, but they were not necessary for gliding and are not necessary for cruising speeds.
Adoro questa plancia perché è pulita, perfetta.
I love this plank because it is clean, perfect, and this stone effect, made with this special mortar, it is wonderful. It reminds me of the sand and of the rocks, so the contact with the sea. Its elements around it is complete, and then this plank, made of natural teak, is beautiful. But what is the performance of this motorboat? We are sailing along the Ligurian coast and we are just passing by Sestri Levante. The boat pitches gently towards the waves, but if the surface was flat, I would sail straight as a string.
Neanche accorto di essere arrivato a 30 knots.
I did not even realise I reached 30 knots, 2,950 RPM. The consumption is still the same. Therefore, it's efficiency that does not change with increasing speed.
Da questo momento in poi,
from this moment on, I raised the trim a little.
La scia si sposta
the trail moves from the bow sections aft. And I give it some gas.
In virata è agilissimo.
In turning, it is very agile. You can touch the water easily. It has a very sporty temper.
Angolo di sbandamento elevato.
The angle of heel is high, also because the dead rise aft is 18.5 degrees. That's a lot. We are reaching the maximum power, 3,500 RPM. We are driving at 39 knots.
Adoro I motoscafi per il ravvicinato
I love motorboats for the close contact with the water that they can offer you and for the sensations that they transmit while driving. And this is surely one of the most exciting ones. It is one of the best.
Nerea 24 potrebbe avere diverse funzioni.
Nerea 24 could have different functions. It could be your motorboat, the tender of a super yacht, or maybe even the tender of a splendid villa on the lake. Why not?